It's a full moon reading for Gemini for the month of July. So first of all, a good shuffle. And let's lay down your 10 cards on the table. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. And your card is the 5 of Swords. So I do sense you've been through the mills here, okay? It has been one challenge after another, okay? I do sense like these inner conflicts, but also conflicts on the outside as well. But if you look at the card, you hold 3 swords, there's 2 swords on the ground. So it clearly shows you coming out on top around this situation. So it could well be you've lost many battles, but the good news is that you are going to win the war. You are going to come out on top. You are going to gain the upper hand here. I do see some people walking away. It's like sort of so-called friends. It's like they were showing up for how they really were. And what I get here is better rid. That's what I get here, okay? I'm also seeing a lot of water around you for connection. So there could be like a river or a sea close to you, or maybe you're going to go on holiday. I also see this water come down over you. So there's a strong sense of this healing process which you're going through, okay? I do sense something psychological here. So it could well be something has really been doing your head in, okay? And you can't stop thinking about the situation. But the feeling here is that things are going to settle for you. It's like everything starts off in the mind and then it affects your emotions, okay? So you may well have been feeling rather emotional as well. But once the mind settles, the emotions will settle as well, especially when you kind of come out on top around this situation. Card crossing is the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So quite clearly, something happened here recently that just brought your whole world just crashing down, okay? It's like you had security, you had commitment, but something was said or something was done and things just come crashing down, okay? And this has really been affecting you, okay? I do see these dogs here for connections, but the dogs are barking. So they can represent your own nagging thoughts, nagging words of those around, okay? These have been kind of holding you back. But as I said, once the mind settles, the emotions will settle, and then you'll gain more confidence and you'll go towards what you want much faster. So if I look back, yeah, I mean, I've got the Emperor. I was just talking just now about things were very stable for you. You know, as I look back, you know, you had perhaps this commitment, you had this stability, you had this certainty, okay? And then something clearly happened here. Everything just come crashing down. I mean, it could also be around a money or work situation as well, where things were great, something changed here, okay? It's like this transitional period which you're going through, but I do sense with the 3 swords you're holding that you are going to come out on top. Absolute confirmation here. It's progress, you know, you've got 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords. It's very much progress. It's very, very difficult for you at the moment, okay? But looking more forward, even though you've been going through this turbulent time, which is shown by the choppy ocean, as you move forward, the water is much calmer ahead. Within 6 weeks, things are going to be much better. And you can look back in 6 weeks' time to now, and you'll see how far you've come here. There's also something here about a holiday or some kind of movement coming up for you, which could be around the home. I'm also seeing something's going to be uncovered here, which gives you more clarity around the situation. Your gold card, yeah. I mean, the Chariot reversed shows you feeling stuck. This is a gold card. It's like you've been getting nowhere fast. It's like you've been banging your head against a brick wall. You're wanting this change. You're wanting this movement. You're wanting triumph around the situation, okay? But there's a strong sense of the need to slow down. It's a bit like you feel bogged down. You can't see the wood for the trees, but in stepping back, you see the bigger picture. You know, you gain more clarity. You can see what needs to be done here, okay? There's something to be worried about, but you may well have experienced a flat tire or seen a flat tire, and that's just a sign from the universe just to slow down, because in slowing down, you actually get to where you want to much faster. You know, the tortoise wins the race against the hare. Subconsciously, the Justice reverse gives a strong sense of injustice here. Someone has been very unfair to you. It's like you put a lot of time, a lot of effort into a situation. There's a strong sense of someone taking. I mean, you would expect if you gave something to get it back in equal measure, but it hasn't been like that. Okay, so the more you give, the more they take. And of course, you feel a sense of injustice, unfairness. There's also a lot of lies as well going on here, I feel, around you. Okay, so it could well be around what's happened recently here. I'm also sensing some kind of legal or official situation that needs attending to. So something may need to be signed or some papers need to be filled in here. The advice here is shown by the Page of Wands. Nice card. It's very much about looking at spiritual and creative stuff like this, or perhaps going on workshops or looking at videos or listening to audios, reading some books, which are spiritual or creative in nature, because that really does help to lift the spirits, because anything which is spiritual or creative is infinite in nature. Yeah, so it's always interesting. Okay, whereas everyday matters, they do get rather mundane and kind of, boring. Perhaps your work does as well. There's also something here about receiving some signs from the universe. Okay, so this could well be in the form of like synchronicities, repeated numbers. Watch out for them. They're there to guide you in the right direction. I do sense you receiving some good news as well within the next 7 days. So if I look on the outside, this is kind of what's happening. The Nine of Cups, things are getting much more positive after this difficult patch. It's like you take some kind of action, because the Nine of Cups is emotional fulfillment. It's on the way. It's kind of happening now. It's happening behind the scenes. So it's like the spiritual plane has your back, but also on the earth plane, okay? There's going to be some good news. It's all attached to this emotional fulfillment. I must give this to you. It's a pregnancy card. If not with yourself, then someone close to you, perhaps a close friend or a relative. So your hopes and your fears are shown by the Hierophant. So I think your fear is that things are going to remain unsettled. But quite clearly here with the Six of Swords, things are going to become more settled. And the Hierophant is very much about more structure, even more commitment here, okay? I'm also sensing connections to a church or place of worship. I get something orthodox here as well. I'm also seeing these cross keys as well. It's very much this feeling of you having the keys to someone's heart and someone having the keys to your heart. Nice card to finish off on. This is the Outcome card, which is a Five of Pentacles reversed. It's very much about things coming together for you. The spiritual plane, the stained glass window has your back. If you look at this card upright, it shows you in rags, this person next to you on crutches, been holding you back. But because it's reversed, it changes the energy of the card, and that's how it was. You put on your glad rags. You just walk away from this situation. Those crutches get thrown up in the air and start running towards you. Okay, things just completely change. It's like you take back your power here, and then in doing so, you allow what's yours to come towards you, and you can choose whether to have it in your life or not. So don't forget to like, to share, to comment. There's also a link if you'd like to buy a coffee or for a personal reading. Thank you.